Week on Men on Scotch, we're going to be trying Johnnie Walker's Double Black, so stay tuned.
Keep walking. Welcome back, YouTubers. And this week's edition of Men on Scotch, we got Johnnie Walker Double Black.
Not just one black,
Two blacks. So Johnnie Walker's Double Black's expression is basically meant to be more smokier than their regular edition.
Okay.
So, you know, Johnnie Walker, do I have to even explain?
No,
Johnnie
it's
Walker?
like the most known Scotch name in the history of
Seriously,
Scotches.
I mean, is there even people who don't drink Scotch as a whiskey?
No,
Or Johnnie Walker.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Johnnie Walker's ad campaign is strong.
Unbelievable. So this was actually given to me by a good friend, Double Black. So it's extremely peated, smoky, very, very, very smoky, very rich. So we're gonna give it a shot.
Non-age statement.
Correct.
So I gotta tell you, non-age statement. This is just a blended whiskey. So they take blends like always, and they probably sought out some peated whiskey in there.
We're actually going to be having a walkathon pretty soon.
Yes, stay tuned.
So I don't know if we're going to include Double Black in there, but I
No.
know that we're definitely going to be reviewing a couple of.
I think we should include the regular editions of Johnnie Walker. You know, Double Black. I call it like a you know, the sheep. They're outside. Not really.
Oh, did you just finish my bottle?
Yes, we did.
Nice.
You know what? It was time to put that puppy down.
And there it is.
There it is. Remember, guys, we use our own supply.
Yeah. So I
You
mean,
know,
if you guys are welcome to send us stuff.
We'll review
But,
whatever you want us to review. You know, we'll
till
work with
then,
you.
we're gonna be spending
If you want to
more
send
on
us to us, have a review and send it back, cool.
100%.
We'll treat it respectfully. But
Absolutely.
this is our own supply. And honestly, the thing about it is, in our walkathon, I wouldn't conclude this because this is not regular mainstream. It may be still there, but you know, you got the red, you got the black, you got the green, gold, blue, which everybody, you know, when you think of blue, you think of
Like top of the line with.
top of the line. You know,
Scotch.
you made it to the top.
You made it, yeah. Like a Macallan 18 type of.
Sure.
Right.
Sure,
Yeah.
exactly. You know, it's one of those. It's just they're an ad agency, man. They need to be commended.
The marketing between this and Macallan are
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Not saying it's bad, but everybody knows it. You know,
Right. No. They're out there. They
Yeah.
they definitely their name is known throughout.
Yeah,
Between whiskey drinkers and non-whiskey drinkers.
quite frankly, I can think of better. But yes,
Right.
you can't argue with
Johnnie.
Johnnie.
Johnny knows what he's doing. All right.
Woo!
So right off the nose, it's
See-
extremely smoky, very, very earthy.
Here's the thing, earthy. Exactly. This is somebody they brought in some Islay whiskey, peated whiskey.
Yeah. So
If you saw the last
Not so-
episode,
So even if this wasn't in a Glencairn, I would say that on the nose, this is going to be something very, very aromatic.
you know what?
I'm
I'm gonna bring out
the water. Yeah.
not just that. I want to taste it before and after. I
Okay.
think this could probably benefit from an opening, but
I
let's
agree
try it
with that.
with.
So we'll try with and without.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: when I first got this bottle, I wasn't as into whiskey, as into Scotch
Sure.
as I am now. So it was very, very strong for me. Very, very bitter.
Sure.
Right.
And now?
Now it's compared to everything that I've drank. This is actually very,
Very
very
mild?
mellow. Yeah, very mild, very mellow, very so.
So I'm gonna tell you something, guys. You know, when I was more into whiskey at the beginning, and I brought Alex along to the ride, and this is awesome to see because it's kind of
Yeah.
funny how I see his progression.
Right.
You guys
Yeah,
may
yeah.
not see it because we just started this channel, but I see his progression, and it's funny if you look back at our channels, and it's kind of funny because I'm like, wow.
This was like at
Yeah.
like, before I was like, oh my god, like this is
Yeah.
so strong. Like,
And now
why
you're
would-
like-
why would somebody give this to me, right?
And now you're like,
But now it's like, okay, yeah, I can definitely do a double
and
black.
this is why I always tell him because he's newer than me.
Right.
But he's like, oh, I'm not gonna like Isla, you know. I'm not
Right.
gonna
Yeah,
like-"
no.
But you graduate, you kind of like
little by little, you start
yeah.
introducing yourself into these.
Because if you see the last channel when we had the Ben Ryak,
Correct. Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right,
Unbelievable.
yeah,
Very,
but
very
that's
good.
peated, and this is Johnnie just
I
smoking.
don't think it's peated though. I think this
No,
is
no,
just
it's
smoky.
peated. No,
just
no, it's
extra
peated.
smoky. Is
It's
it peated?
Yeah, it's peated. Well, peated gives it a smoky. I'm telling you, this is peated.
Yeah.
What they did is they basically went out and probably sourced. What are the distilleries? Who knows?
Right.
You know, I'm not a sommelier, and as much as I want to play one on TV, I'm not a whiskey sommelier. I hope to get there one day, but they peated this. So it is funny because it makes me grin, thinking, hey, this is kind of mild.
Right.
Because it's kind of
compared to what I
exactly.
compared to my first impression of it,
and it makes me
extremely strong.
Yeah, exactly.
So the water actually
Dulled
opens up.
everything?
No, it doesn't dull it. It opened up the flavor a little bit more.
A little bit.
So now I taste a little bit more smokiness than before. Before it was a little more mild. Now it's a little bit it's like a little stronger as far as the smokiness, but it's not overbearing. It's actually extremely well combined with the water and the Scotch. It opens it up.
So here's the
very,
thing.
very well.
One of the things I learned, you know, you see us drinking Glencairn, but sometimes we live in a hot environment,
right?
And sometimes
a lot of humidity.
You don't want to have this like it. You want to maybe drop some ice.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Hot as can be. And I've always found that sometimes with ice and water, that brings out the smoke forefront. Like it just hits you.
Yeah, it opens it up. It's like a flower blooming. It opens.
Yeah,
it really opens it up, and I unbelievably am amazed at the flavor profile, how different it changed by adding a couple drops of water to it,
right.
and how it opens up the different aromatic features of the Scotch.
So would you imagine that if I told you that if you drop an ice cube on this or some ice, this would be a peat monster?
No.
Because that's how you would taste.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, but it's not in an overbearing way.
No.
Now, do I say that this is an entry level Scotch? Absolutely not. And it's not something that you want to entry level. If you're just getting into peated whiskeys, this is not something that I would recommend, because for me it was extremely overbearing when I first started off. Yeah, so I would say this is more of like an intermediate. It's not full advanced, but it's not first timer into the Scotch world either. So this is something that you probably want to dabble with after messing around with a couple of the Scotches.
I do taste a little bit of the iodine, like I said,
a little medicine-y, yeah.
I feel like they probably went to one of the Isla distilleries and they probably just bought whatever they had and blended it.
Right.
I mean, Johnnie Walker has that freedom because they can blend whatever they want.
Right.
As long as it fits. Here's the thing about blending Scotch whiskey. It has to fit consistent flavor profile.
Correct.
Whatever Johnnie Walker is. So basically what they had to do is take a Johnnie Walker.
Right.
But smoky.
Right.
Right.
No, and this is actually for a smoky blend, this is perfect. This is actually
and here's the thing. I'm not a huge fan of Johnnie Walker. I'm not.
It's more marketing than anything else.
Not a bad whiskey.
It's not. It's just there are other whiskeys that that are my go-to whiskey other than Johnnie.
And sometimes you just want to raise against the machine. The big firm, the big company.
Of course.
But it's not a bad whiskey at all.
No, at all. I give it. I mean, in my opinion, I give it a 3 barrels out of 5. So it's a 3-barrel whiskey. It's a 3-barrel whiskey.
I would give it 2.5 to 3. To be honest, it's not a bad. It just sits in the middle, kind of like okay.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
All right,
perfect.
So
join us next week when we're going to be bringing you another whiskey to review. In the meantime, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, anything at all, if you have any questions on the Johnnie Walker Double Black, post them there. Also, we want to hear about your favorite peated whiskey, your favorite smoky whiskey. We want to hear about what...
Maybe you should tell us what direction you want us to go to.
Absolutely. Guide us. We're here for you. You're here for us.
Exactly.
So tune into us next week. We're going to be bringing you a brand new whiskey. And until then...
Stay drinking.
I'll drink to that.